The city was a relentless beast, its concrete jungle pulsating with a rhythm that was both exhilarating and exhausting. For Anya, the constant hum of traffic, the glare of neon lights, and the endless stream of people had become a suffocating cocoon. She was drowning, and she didn't know how to swim. A friend, an ardent nature enthusiast, suggested forest bathing. Anya had scoffed at first. Bathing in a forest? It sounded absurd. But the desperation of her situation outweighed her skepticism. She found herself at the edge of a sprawling woodland, a place that seemed to exist in a different time, untouched by the relentless march of progress. The forest was a world apart. The air was thick with the scent of pine and damp earth. Sunlight filtered through the canopy, creating a dappled mosaic on the forest floor. Sounds, once a cacophony of horns and sirens, were replaced by the gentle rustling of leaves and the distant call of a bird. Anya began to walk, slowly, deliberately. She was instructed to use all her senses. She breathed deeply, the cool, clean air filling her lungs. She listened to the symphony of nature, the crunch of leaves underfoot, the whisper of wind through the trees, the distant drumming of a woodpecker. She touched the rough bark of an ancient oak, the soft moss cushioning her feet. She tasted the tang of pine needles, a surprising burst of flavor on her tongue. As she wandered deeper into the woods, a sense of peace began to wash over her. The world, with its relentless demands and expectations, seemed to fade into the background. Here in this green sanctuary, she was simply Anya. Nothing more, nothing less. She found a spot to sit, a soft bed of pine needles cushioning her backside. She closed her eyes and focused on her breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. With each breath, she felt her body relax, her mind calming. Images began to surface, memories she hadn't thought about in years. A childhood summer spent at her grandparents' farm, the smell of freshly cut hay, the feel of warm earth between her toes, the laughter of friends, the comfort of loved ones. These memories were like gentle waves, lapping at the shores of her consciousness, bringing with them a sense of warmth and contentment. As the sun began its descent, casting long shadows through the trees, Anya opened her eyes. The forest was bathed in a golden light, creating an ethereal atmosphere. She felt a profound sense of gratitude for this experience. In just a few hours, she had found a peace she hadn't known existed. The walk back to the car was bittersweet. She knew she would have to return to the city, to the noise, the crowds, the relentless pace of life. But she also knew that she had discovered a sanctuary, a place where she could retreat and recharge. Forest bathing became a regular part of Anya's life. It was her secret weapon against stress, anxiety, and burnout. The woods became her therapist, her confidant, her friend. And with each visit, she found herself connecting more deeply with nature and with herself. The world outside the forest remained demanding, but Anya had found a way to navigate it with greater ease and resilience. She carried the peace of the woods with her, a quiet strength that helped her weather life's storms. And when the city noise became too much, she knew where to find solace. The forest was more than just a place. It was a refuge, a reminder of what truly mattered. It was a place where she could bathe her soul in the healing waters of nature, emerging refreshed, renewed, and ready to face the world. As the days turned into weeks, Anya's forest bathing ritual deepened. It was more than just a physical escape now, it was a spiritual journey. She began to notice subtle changes in the forest, the way sunlight filtered through the leaves at different times of the day, the unique character of each tree, the secret lives of the creatures that inhabited this world. One crisp autumn morning, as she sat at the base of an ancient oak, she observed a tiny spider weaving its intricate web. With a patience that seemed infinite, the spider moved with purpose, each strand of silk placed with precision. Anya found herself mesmerized by the creature's dedication and the beauty of its creation. In that moment, she felt a profound connection to the natural world, a sense of belonging that was both humbling and exhilarating. She started to keep a journal, documenting her experiences in the forest. It became a place to record her observations, her feelings, and her growing understanding of the interconnectedness of all things. She began to see the forest as a living organism, with its own rhythms and cycles. As the seasons changed, so too did Anya. The vibrant greens of spring filled her with hope and renewal. The lushness of summer brought a sense of abundance and joy. The golden hues of autumn inspired creativity and introspection, and the stark beauty of winter fostered resilience and inner strength. One particularly cold winter day, Anya found herself drawn to a small frozen pond. The surface was a mirror reflecting the pale sky. As she stood there, watching the world transform into a silent, crystalline landscape, she felt a deep sense of peace. It was in this moment that she realized the true power of forest bathing. It was not just about escaping the city or finding tranquility. It was about reconnecting with oneself, with nature, and with something much larger than the individual. She began to share her experiences with others, encouraging them to find their own connection with the natural world. She organized forest bathing walks, teaching people how to slow down, observe, and listen. And she saw the transformative power of the forest firsthand as others experienced the same sense of peace and wonder that she had discovered. Anya's journey was far from over. The forest continued to offer new discoveries, new challenges, and new opportunities for growth. But one thing remained constant: her deep love and respect for the natural world. And as she walked through the woods, she carried with her the knowledge that she was not just a visitor, but a part of this intricate tapestry of life. Forest bathing, or Shinrin-Yoku in Japanese, is a practice of immersing oneself in the forest atmosphere. It's more than just a walk in the woods. It's a conscious and contemplative experience that involves engaging all your senses.